Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use for each loop in PowerShell. So as I said, in this video you will learn how to use the for each loop in PowerShell. I think this is the most common and most readable way to iterate over collections, so I will show you some examples. First of all, what is the syntax of this loop? The syntax looks like this, so for each and now item in some collection. We will iterate something like this, and now here you have to specify the code and then you have to close that. What does it mean? It basically means that PowerShell takes each element from the collection and assigns it to the item variable, and I will show you how to do it in the examples right now. First of all, the most simple example with the numbers. Something like this. So we will create an array with the numbers. We have four numbers inside of it. And now we will create a for each loop, and we will iterate from with the n in numbers, and we will print this number. And what does it mean? As you can see, we are printing every value. As I said, PowerShell takes each element from the collection and assigns it to a in the previous example it was item, now this is n. It doesn't really matter, you can name it whatever you want to, or however you want to. So in the first iteration we are taking first element from this array, we are assigning it to this n value, and we are printing it, and this is 1. In the second iteration we are taking the second element, which is 2, and we are printing it. And in the last iteration we are taking last element, which is 4, and we are printing it. And now this is the numbers examples. Of course we can work with strings, so we can create the, for example, names array with, for example, Alice, I don't know, for example, John, and for example maybe Charlie, like this. And now, of course, we can again iterate through it. So for each, for example, name in names, we can open that and we can print, for example, hello and our name, like this. As you can see, it is working. So first of all, in the first iteration, we are taking the first element, assigning it to the name. We are plugging the name here, we are printing hello Alice. In the second iteration we are taking John, we are printing hello John, and in the last iteration we are taking Charlie and we are printing hello Charlie. So these are the basics. Now I will show you some more practical example, a little bit I think. So we will use the Get-ChildItem command. As you can see, we are printing the files and directories from my PowerShell folder in that case. And now we can use the for each loop to display only the name. How we can do it? First of all, we have to assign the output of this command to a variable. So let's create the variable files, and let's assign the output of this command to this variable, like this. Now we can iterate with the for each loop for file in that variable files, and we can print. We will print from the file, so we will print the file variable, but we will print only value name. So we want only this column to be printed. And now we can close that, and as you can see, it is working. So we are printing error.txt and text.txt. And why it is working? As I said, in the first iteration we are taking the first in that case value, in that case line, because this is the first line, but we want only the name. So we are taking only the name, and we are printing only the name. And in the second iteration, we are basically doing the same thing. So we are taking text.txt, and we are printing text.txt. Now, we can use conditions inside of the loop, of course. So let's create the array, for example, numbers from 1 to 10. We can create a array like this you don't have to manually write 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. You can just do something like this. So I think this is also pretty useful. And now you can use for each loop. So for each, and now for n in numbers, we will open the braces and we will do if condition. And for example, if the number will be greater than 5, then we will print it, and otherwise the number won't be printed. So as you can see, I made a mistake, so we have to correct that. So I will do it like this. And now where is the mistake? The mistake is there. So as you can see, I didn't make the if, I made off. So that's why we got so many errors. We got 10 errors because we have 10 numbers in our array. So as you can see, in that case, of course, it is working. So we are printing only values that are greater than 5. Of course, you can change that. You can, for example, print only values which is equal to 5, which is only 5. As you can see, it is also working. We can use something what we call break. So in order to use break, you have to use, for example, something like this. So for each, and now n in this set, so from 1 to 10, if the, for example, value again will be equal to 5, then we will break, and otherwise we are printing n. So this is how it works. As you can see, when the value is equal to 5, so the first 4 iterations are correct, and when we are going to 5, we are breaking, and then our loop is finished. We cannot do the 6th iteration, but we can do something like this. So we can do for each, and now we can do again, but maybe in the smaller one, and we can do if, for example, n is equal to 3, then we continue, else we will print n, and you will see what is happening. As you can see, by this, in this example, we can skip actually this value 3. So we are printing 1, 2, then we will continue on 3, and we are printing 4 and 5. So this is how you can use for each loop in PowerShell. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.